Morning. I'm Manoj Kumar, Assistant Professor of English, Nandan Sanskrit College, Isahpur, Madhubani. It's a constituent unit of Kameswar Singh Sanskrit University, Darbhanga. Today, we are going to discuss the use of statements. The topic is important for degree students of the university. There are 4 sentence types. Each has a main use. Well, be attentive, you should try to get me. There are 4 sentence types. Each has a main use. First one, statement. A statement expresses information. For example, you took a photo. Second, question. Question is used for asking for information. For example, did you take a photo? Imperative. It expresses an order or request. For example, take a photo. Exclamation expresses a feeling. For example, what a nice photo. Besides the main use, some sentence types have other uses. For example, a statement can ask for information. For example, I want to hear all your latest news. A question can be a request. For example, could you close the window, please? There are many uses or communicative functions of statements. For example, offering to do something. Well, try to understand here, this rule is really very important. There are many uses or communicative functions of statements. For example, offering to do something. For example, I can carry that for you. Second use, thanking someone. For example, I'm very grateful. Giving orders. For example, I'd like you to check these figures. Some present simple verbs express the use of the statement. They are performative verbs. They include, performative verbs: admit, advise, agree, apologize, guarantee, insist, object, predict, promise, protest, refuse, suggest, warn. Here are some examples. Examples for apologizing: it was my fault, I apologize. Example for promising: I promise to behave myself. Example for predicting: I predict a close game. Example for suggesting: I suggest we all meet later. Well, in general, performative verbs are fairly emphatic. Well, try to understand, this is a very important rule. In general, performative verbs are fairly emphatic. And some are rather formal. You must be knowing formal. Formal means very correct and suitable. Well, try to understand again. In general, performative verbs are fairly emphatic. And some are rather formal. Formals, very correct and suitable. For example, I promise to behave. If you say I promise to behave, is more emphatic than I'll behave. If you say I promise to behave or I'll behave, I promise to behave is more emphatic than I'll behave. And I apologize is more formal than I'm sorry. If you say I'm sorry or I apologize is a formal one. Sometimes we use a modal verb before a performative verb. For example, I'd advise you to shred the documents. I must insist we keep to the rules. I can guarantee you'll enjoy yourself. In these examples, we have seen modal verbs like I'd advise, must, can. These are modal verbs. And finally, it is important to learn how statements are used in communication. Some are strongly associated with certain uses. Example here, I'm going to expresses an intention. If you say a statement using I'm going to, it expresses intention. I think you should expresses, gives advice. If only expresses a wish. In this way, today we have seen some certain uses of statements. That's all for now. Thank you.